Hello everyone and welcome to another Tango technique class at home. I hope you are all doing fine. In today's video we will take the Giro elements from the previous video and we will put them all together in a combination, in a long combination. So it will be a combination for a Giro with the steps of the leader, okay? To make it easier, we will break this combination into parts, yeah? And on the first segment of the video, we will do just the first part, just the first few steps, will be very easy. And then on each subsequent segment of the video, we will keep adding steps. Yeah, we will add more steps and add more steps until at the end of the video we have the whole combination. Yeah, so if you want to see how the combination looks like, you can jump to the end of the video now and have a look and then come back and we do it all together in sequence. Now, I know that for leaders can be sometimes difficult to dance a relatively long combination by themselves, alone, without a partner, and at the same time keep track of the follower's step. Yeah, it's difficult to do. But in my opinion, it's a very good exercise and it's actually a necessary exercise, because when you're dancing with your partner for real in a milonga, you practically don't have time to think about what steps is she doing. And of course you cannot look at her legs to find out if you don't know. You could practice with a partner, if you have one now, and look at her steps to understand what she's doing in each moment. But then, that's okay to do it, but if you only do that, your understanding and memory of her steps will be just visual. But if you spend some time by yourself, alone, doing the figure and figuring out what the woman is doing, what the follower is doing at each moment, then your understanding of the steps of the follower is much deeper because you have figured it out yourself. And then when you go dancing with your partner, for real, it will be just second nature for you to know where she is and what can you do if you are improvising. Yeah? So, this will be the class today. We will start with a warm-up, and then once we are ready to work, we will do each part of the combination in turn, and each part we will do it first slowly, yeah, so you can focus on the technique, on clean movements, on understanding the steps, and also understanding what the follower is doing. We will do it both sides, yeah, to the right and to the left slowly, and then we will do it again, but fast, in half time, which would be the speed that you would normally use if you were dancing it for real, okay? So that's it, let's go for the warm-up. Okay, warm-up, so as always, we start with our feet together, yeah? And we spend the first few seconds just relaxing, breathing deeply, finding our center, and basically feeling our weight, the weight of our body heavy on the floor through our feet. Yeah? And we start with shoulder circles. Every exercise of the warm-up has a function that applies to tango, to your tango. And the function of this one, yeah, is to relax the shoulders, obviously, so that later when you embrace your partner, you have a nice posture for the embrace, a nice position for your shoulders. Your shoulders are down and relaxed. Yeah? That's what this does. So remember, make the circle big, and don't use the elbows, because some people do this. Yeah? I think what happens is that they want to make the circle so big that they use the elbows to help. No, the elbows don't help. Leave the elbows alone. Just do it only with the shoulders. Okay? Only with the shoulders. We do it extra slowly today so that you pay attention to the elbows that are relaxed. Okay? So we do it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, if you do it more times, you will feel the upper back very relaxed. Then we do circles with the arms. Yeah? And the function of this exercise is basically to further relax the shoulders and to open the chest. That's the main thing. so that when you dance with your partner, especially if you dance in close embrace, your contact with your partner is good, it feels good, it's flat, it's open, it's honest, yeah? So that's what this exercise helps for, the contact with your partner, yeah? Okay, so we do it 8 times, yeah? Remember, we start down, we go forward, we go up, and when we open, we pass the hands a bit behind the back, so that you make sure that your chest opens really well, okay? So we do it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Then we stretch the side of our torso like this, and the function of this exercise for tango is to help you put your back really straight. Yeah? We are bending the back to both sides, so this helps balance the back and it helps us find this verticality. Okay? And also this stretch, it feels very good and also makes helps the torso to be a bit taller. Okay? So we lift the arm like this, make sure it's pointing directly up, yeah, and that the elbow is not bent, yeah, make it straight. And then we slide with the hand down the leg until you can touch your knee at least, and then we hold this stretch, and then you pull yourself up again, and then drop the arm, and then we repeat with the other side. Yeah, we do it 4 times to each side. So let's start. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 2, slide down, touch the knee, hold it, and up. And 2, slide down, touch the knee at least, hold it, and up. 3, arm up, slide down, hold it, and up. And 3, go down, hold it, and up. And the last one, this side, 4, slide down the leg, hold it, and up. And 4, slide down, hold it, and up. Okay, good. Now we open the legs, we bend the knees slightly, and we make sure that the feet are looking forward. Yeah, not open like this, but forward. And bending the knees will help block the hip, because what we have to do now is a circle with the arms and twist the torso like this. And this exercise is fundamental for tango because it has to do with dissociation, which we need for pivots, for ochos, for giros, for everything where the hip is turning, yeah? And this is the movement that we need for that, for dissociation. Now, the mistake that many people do here is to move the arms without the torso, to move the arms alone. And if you do this, your torso is not working, yeah? Because the torso has to work for this exercise, so the arms have to move together with the torso in one piece, in one block, yeah? Actually, in this exercise, the arms are not doing anything. The work is being done by this, yeah? By these muscles. So this is what you have to do, yeah? Rotate the back above the hip, yeah? And don't move the hip, because if you do this, you are not working dissociation, obviously, and this can, if you do it a lot, this can be bad for your knees, yeah? Your knees are doing this, and that's bad. So, bend the knees, that helps to block them, and let's do it 16 times to each side. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Okay? Now we stretch the legs, and we will stretch now the lower part of the back and the back of the legs. And this stretch of the back of our body is very good to improve the quality of our steps. Yeah? Step forward, step back, because it relaxes the muscles behind your leg and it makes your step more elastic. Yeah? Better quality. So you grab your hips and then slowly make sure that your knees are straight. You bend your torso forward until your back is parallel with the floor. Yeah? You can hold this position a little bit if you want, or bounce here a little bit, just to start stretching slowly. And then the idea is to continue going down. Yeah? Use the weight of your head to go down and then bounce 3 times. Bounce, 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 and then raise again slowly. Okay? So let's do it 8 times together. 1, go down, continue going down, bounce, 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 and up. 2, go down, bounce, 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 and up. 3, go down, bounce, 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 and up. 4, bounce, 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 and up. 5, go down, bounce, 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 and up. 6, bounce, 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 and up. 7, bounce, 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 and up. And 8, bounce, 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 and up. Okay? And now we will relax the hips. Yeah? Relax the hips. This is good for everything that our legs need to do. The movement of our legs starts in the hip. So if we relax the hips, these muscles here, then the legs will move in a much more free way. Yeah? So the idea is to make circles with the hips. We start back, and then we move the hip to the side, and then we move the hip forward, and then we move it to the other side, and then back, and we make a whole circle, as big as you can. Yeah? Now, the mistake that many people do here is that they get confused and they move the head. Yeah? They move the head for some reason. They think the hip is here. No, the hip is here. Yeah? If you look, the head is mostly in the same place all the time. Yeah? It doesn't move much. It's the hip that is moving. Yeah? So make sure that you don't get confused and you are moving the torso. Yeah? You are moving the hip. You have to move the hip. Okay, so we do it 8 times to each side. 8 times to one side and then 8 times to the other. Let's do it together. 1 and 2, as big as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now 8 in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, good. And the last one is extremely important for balance. Yeah, we're going to target the muscles of the ankle and the lower leg. Yeah, and that's basically what you need for balance. Balance is a matter of your core, one thing, yeah, that your core is tight, but most importantly of the muscles right here, yeah, on the lower leg. And this exercise targets that in a soft way because you are using both legs. Yeah. So you have to make sure that your feet are completely together. Yeah. The whole side of the foot is touching the other side, including the tip. Yeah. Because otherwise, when you go up, your feet will be open, and that's not good. Yeah, so keep your feet together. And then grab your hips if you want, you go down, you flex the knees, this is just to relax in between going up, and then you stretch the knees, you put your weight a little bit forward so that you can lift your heels and go on the toes, or the ball and the toes, yeah? Keep your core tight, and then hold this stretch, this position a few seconds. It helps if you look forward in the horizon, yeah? If you choose a point in front of you and you keep looking at it, then go down slowly. Don't go down like this, yeah? Go down in a controlled way, okay? And then we bend again and bounce, bounce, bounce 3 times and then up, okay? So let's do it 8 times together. Grab your hips, feet together, and then bend your knees, bounce, 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 then stretch the knees, go up and hold it a few seconds, yeah? Just a few seconds, look in front of you, and then go down controlled, controlled, slowly. 2, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and then down. 3, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down. 4, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down. 5, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down. 6, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down. 7, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, go down. And the last one, 8, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down slowly. Okay? Good. So we are warmed up. We are ready for the first exercise. Okay, this is the first part of the combination. If you watch the previous video, this will look very familiar because we start in a pasada position, like this. Yeah? My weight is on the right leg, the knee is bent, I am low, and the left leg is free and straight in front of me. This is the position that the follower would use to do an ocho forward with a pasada and then a step forward towards my right side and a back step. Yeah? Pasada, forward, side. That's what the follower is doing. So the combination starts like this, yeah? Embrace, put the arms quite low, yeah? Not up, low. And the first thing you do is you change weight from the right foot to the left, forward, and at the same time you do a 180 degrees pivot to the right, like this, whoa. And then you are up, because you're standing like straight. From here, you go down again, you bend the left knee, and then you do a step forward with right, and at the same time you turn the torso to the right. Because now you are anticipating a 180 degrees pivot to the right. When you do the pivot, if you can, keep the free leg behind, like this. Whoa. And then pass through 0, and then pasada position again. And that's the combination. Yeah? Again, pasada position, change weight forward with 180 degrees pivot, go up, go down again, step forward with torsion to the right, 180 degrees pivot, free leg behind, pass through 0, pasada. Okay? That's the combination. So let's do it 8 times, turning towards the right with a metronome. So 58 BPM, 2 beats per bar, yeah? And we will do it very slowly. We will do pasada and change weight, pivot step, pivot and pasada, okay? Let's do it 8 times, and we will wait also 2 beats between repetitions, okay? So, let's go, 8 times. And 1, down, and wait. 2, step, pivot, pasada. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Now we do it 8 times, but turning to the left. Yeah. So now everything is reversed. My weight is on the left leg, the knee is bent, my right leg is in front of me, free and straight, and then I change my weight forward with a pivot to the left, 180 degrees, I go up, now I go down again, I step forward with left, turning the torso to the left, anticipating the pivot, I keep my free leg behind, and then I pass to zero and pasada again, okay? So let's do it 8 times, slowly to the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be precise with the beat, yeah? 7, step, pasada. 8, okay, good, 8 times. Try to do the step relaxed, don't be tense, yeah? You're here and then relax here, and in the pivot relax, yeah? Because this will help your balance. Now let's do it fast. So we will set an extra subdivision on the metronome, like this, yeah? And we will do it in half the time. And because we will take half the time, we will do it 16 times to each side. So 16 times to the left, 16 times to the right. Okay? So I do it once so that you see what the speed is before we do it together, yeah? It will be like this, look. It will be like 1, bum, bum. Okay? 1 and 2 and 3. That's it. Okay? So let's do it 16 times to the right. So my weight is on the right leg and the left leg is in pasada position. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, relax, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more. 1, 2, be precise with the time. 3, step, pasada. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah? Now 16 times to the other side. And one tip is that when you're doing the pivot, yeah, the big pivot at the end, don't rush to move your free leg forward, yeah? You're doing the pivot, don't rush to put this leg forward, yeah? I recommend you to relax when you are doing the pivot, yeah? Relax and imagine that you are in no rush to do that step. Why? Because your pivot will be better if you are calm and if you leave the leg behind. And then you can always do this movement very fast at the end, yeah? So instead of rushing like this, yeah? No, do it like this. Relax, boom, yeah? You will be on time, don't worry, okay? So now we do it to the left, yeah? So my weight is on the left leg, the right leg is free in front of me in pasada position. So let's do it 16 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, relax, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 more, 1, be precise with the time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Great. So, another tip, especially when you do it fast, if you see, we are using only 2 directions, yeah? We start like this, we turn to the other side, and then we turn to this side. So it's always here and here. So in each change of direction, try to find with your eyes the new direction as quickly as possible, yeah? Whoom, spot, yeah? And then whoom, spot. And this will help you with your balance and to be precise, yeah? Okay, let's go to the next exercise. Okay, so now we will add a few more steps to what we have, yeah? So the beginning will be the same. You start in pasada position, you transfer the weight, pivot, you go up, now you go down, step forward, torsion and pivot. But now comes the change, because after the pivot, you change weight in 0 position, yeah? You stay low and you change weight, and then you do a second step forward with the right leg, yeah? Then, with this step, again, torsion in the torso, because now you are anticipating a pivot that is a bit bigger, 270 degrees, because here you are going to end with a side step. And in the pivot, you will do an adornment. You will lift the foot like this, boom, and then side step. And then you transfer the weight to your left leg, and to finish, you do a 90 degrees pivot to the right, you change weight, and then pasada position again. So you finish where you started. Yeah? Let's do it again. Pasada position, transfer the weight forward, pivot 180 degrees, up, go down, step forward, torsion, pivot 180 degrees, change weight, step forward, torsion, pivot 270 with adornment, side step, 90 degrees, change weight, and pasada, okay? Pasada position. So, technical things. You start low, yeah? You start with the knee bend, you start low. On the pivot, you go up. Whoom. Now your legs are straight, so you are up. You go down again, and then here, yeah, torsion. When you pivot, yeah, keep the leg behind, and then change weight here. First is the pivot, and then the change of weight. Pivot, change of weight, and then another step forward. Here, when you are going to do the adornment with the free leg happens almost by itself if you accentuate this torsion. If you accentuate this movement, the leg will go up almost by itself. Boom! Bam! You see? Then the abdomen will look very relaxed. And then here, side step, 90 degrees pivot, stay low. Yeah? Every time that we change weight in zero position, we always keep our knees bent. Yeah? Change and pasada. Okay? So I hope that was clear. Let's do it 8 times. Slowly. To the right. Yeah? And as always, 58 BPM. And 2 beats per bar. Yeah, so get ready. Put your weight on the right foot, bend the knee, left foot in front of you, free leg, and embrace. And let's do it 8 times slowly. And 1, 2, go, and wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, be precise with the beat, yeah? 7, bam, 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 bam. 8, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, good. If you have problems following what the follower is doing, yeah, figuring out what the follower is doing, it's very easy. She's just doing a Giro around you. So, I'm going to tell you now what the follower is doing. She's doing pasada, step forward, then step side in front of me, then step back, then back, side, front, back, side, front, and then side, and we stop there. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Okay, so now let's do the same but to the left. Yeah, to the other side. So, and let's be precise with the beats of the metronome. So you really have to control the speed of your movements. Okay, and balance is very important. So get ready. Weight on the left, right foot in front of you. Let's do it 8 times slowly. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay, good. Be careful on the pivot, yeah? When you are doing ta, 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 now on this pivot, be careful that you finish the pivot, because if not, you will have this problem. Your feet will look like this. So to avoid this, you really need to engage your middle, yeah? And finish the pivot open here, so that in the side step, your feet look parallel, or if you can, a little bit open, yeah? And then you finish. Okay, so now we will do the same, but fast, yeah? I do it once before we go for it, so that you see the speed, yeah? So you start like this, and the exercise now goes this fast, look. And 1, pam, 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 pam. And then we wait. Ta, 2, ta, 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 okay? So now let's do it for real, let's go for it. Yeah, so weight on the right, left in pasada position, and we do everything to the right. Get ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do it only 8 times, yeah? The last one. 8. Okay? Good. Don't let your arms open on the pivots, yeah? Keep your arms always compact and close. So let's do it 8 times. Now to the left. So weight on the left leg, bend, and the right foot is in front of you in pasada position. So let's go 8 times. And 1, 2, 3, 4, be precise with the beat, yeah? 6, 7, 8. Okay? Great. Good. Let's go to the next exercise. Okay, let's add a few more steps to what we have already. Yeah? So, the beginning is already clear. Yeah, you start in pasada position, and then you change your weight forward with a 180 degrees pivot to the right, and you go up. Then you go down, you do a forward step with right, using torsion in the torso, then 180 degrees pivot to the right, and then change of weight in zero position, another step forward with right. Now, 270 degrees pivot to the right with adornment, yeah, using the knee, and side step, using this line, yeah? And here comes the new part. Instead of changing weight in zero position, after the side step we do a punteo back, yeah, punteo. For those who didn't watch the previous video, punteo comes from Spanish, it means point, and you are basically doing a point on the floor with your big toe, bam. And the accent is when the foot is going up and not when the foot goes down, yeah? So we do a punteo and then a step forward with the right leg following the same line, yeah? Punteo forward, and then another pivot of 180 degrees to the right with change of weight, yeah? We repeat this movement again. Step forward with right, 270 degrees pivot with adornment again, side step, and we finish here with a 90 degrees pivot, change weight in zero position, and pasada position again, okay? Now, as you probably notice, I finish the combination in the opposite direction from where I started, yeah? I started like this, and now I finish like this. But that's okay, because we are not done yet, yeah? So every time we repeat this combination, we will start in the opposite direction. That's fine, okay? Now, let's go again quickly through the whole combination that we have now, and let's see a few technical details. So you start low, remember, yeah? You bend the knee, your right leg, so you start low. And when you change the weight and you do the first pivot, you go up, yeah? Your legs are straight. And then you bend the knee again before the step. When you do the step forward with the right leg, remember to turn the torso before, yeah? Anticipate the pivot. Then you only need to use your hip, change weight, and then front. Here again. Here is even more important because the pivot is bigger. It's 270 degrees. And the torsion of the torso helps to bend the knee and do the adornment. And then here, side step, punteo back. You should do this low, yeah, with the knee bent. Then step forward, stay low, because now we do again pivot and change of weight. Step, stay low, 270 degrees pivot. So remember, torsion is very important before the pivot. Again, adornment, side step, and here stay low because we still have a change of weight in zero position, and then we finish in pasada position, okay? So there is only one moment where you go up, which is this, the very beginning. From here, the rest is always down, okay? Good. So we will do it now 8 times with the metronome, slowly, going to the right, yeah? Then we will do it again to the left and then quick, okay? So we'll do it with the metronome, 58 BPM, 2 beats per bar, and let's go. Let's do it slowly, yeah? So focus on being precise with the beat and on doing clean movements, controlled clean movements, yeah? Especially the pivots. Okay, so weight on the right, bend the knee, left leg stretch in front of you, free, and let's go. 1, 2, and wait. 2, wait. 3, wait. 4, five, 6, 6, 7, 8. And finish. Okay? Very slowly. So, let's do it now 8 times to the left, yeah, to the other side. So, weight is now on the left leg, the right leg is free in front of you, and we do it 8 times together. And 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And finished. Okay? Good. So, pay attention to the pivots. Now make sure that you finish them completely, because otherwise, if you don't, you might have this problem. Yeah? The pivot wasn't finished. And then on the side step afterwards, your feet look like this. They look at each other. So, that looks horrible. So you have to anticipate with the torso and then engage your hip so that you open completely, yeah, and your foot looks actually on the other direction, yeah, looks open, and then on the side step your feet are looking a bit away from each other, yeah, which is much better. Okay, so pay attention to that, and now we will set an extra subdivision on the metronome, and we will do it in half the time, yeah? 8 times to the left and 8 times to the right, okay? So get ready. You can just watch me doing it a few times, and then you can rewind and start with me again, yeah? If you want to see how the speed is, yeah? I'm just going to do it. Okay, so get ready, knees together, legs compact, weight on the right, left leg free, extended in front of you, and the heel goes to the right. Okay? So 8 times, let's do it together. And 1, and wait. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, yeah? If you have problems following the speed and it's too fast, you can do small steps. That helps a lot, yeah? So here, instead of doing this, yeah? No, you don't need to do such big steps. You can just do this. 1, bam, that's it. Da, 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 da. You see, if you reduce the figure, you will be able to do it at this speed easier. Yeah, it won't cost so much effort. Okay? So let's do it 8 times, but now to the left. So the weight is on the left leg, knee is bent, and the right leg is in front of you, free and extended for the pasada. Okay? So let's do it 8 times together fast. And 1, bam, 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 bam. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And up. Yeah? That's it. Okay, so you might get dizzy, yeah? It's normal because you are spinning a lot and doing it fast. So a few tips to avoid getting dizzy is the first one. Think about the combination as a series of photos. In Argentina, many teachers use this term, photo, to refer to a very clear position. For example, this and this, yeah? And photo usually means a position between steps. So the combination is a series of photos. You have this photo, and then you have this photo, and then this photo, and then this photo, and then this photo, this photo, this photo, and this photo. Yeah? So you concentrate on hitting each photo clearly, and the transitions between photos, you do them fast. Yeah? You do them quick so that you are ready to arrive to the next photo on time. Yeah? And this helps a lot. Yeah? Especially it helps that the photos are in between steps. So you don't have the problem that you have to wait in one leg, or that the photo is when you have the weight on one leg, which would be difficult. And anyway, you don't have time. Yeah? And the second tip is try to really find as soon as possible the next direction. Yeah? So for example, when you are here and you start, try to find the opposite direction quickly. Yeah? Quickly. So that you have a target. Yeah? Then when you do the step here, anticipate. Yeah? Make the step a bit shorter if you have problems, a bit smaller, and anticipate with the torso. Yeah? Because then your mind is already thinking about the next direction. And then it will be very easy to arrive here fast. The same here, anticipate. Yeah? When you dance the combination, your head is always a bit ahead of the current step. And this helps you a lot to reach the target, the next photo. Okay? So, but anyway, like everything else, it takes practice. Okay? So, let's go to the next exercise. Okay, so this is the last part. We will add a few more steps to what we have, and then we will have the complete combination. Okay? So I will show you what we have already and then the new part. Yeah? Let's go through the combination. So we start on the pasada position, and then we have the change of weight front with 180 degrees pivot going up. Then you bend the standing leg, and then you go front with right. Yeah? And then 180 degrees pivot with change of weight in zero position, and again front with right. Then we have the 270 degrees pivot with adornment and then side step. Then comes the punteo. Punteo back, front step with right. And then again, 180 degrees pivot to the right, change of weight in zero position, and then again front with right. 270 degrees pivot to the right with adornment and side step. Yeah? This is what we had until now. Now the new part looks like this. After the side step, we will do something similar to the punteo, but instead of the punteo, we will cross the leg back. The right leg, we will do an arc on the floor. Yeah? Don't lift the foot on the floor, and then crossing back and bending both knees. Then from here, the weight is on the right leg. We do a front step with left. And here we do a very similar movement to the first one that we have in the combination. We do 180 degrees pivot to the right, and we go up at the same time, and we close the legs. Yeah? This is very similar to what we do in the beginning. Then from here, we go down again, and we go front with right. 270 degrees pivot to the right with adornment, and then another side step. And here we do an adornment with the right leg, which looks like this. Yeah? It's not this idea, it's not a boleo. It's more like if you wanted to hit the lower part of your bum with your heel. Yeah? So you flex the foot, you bend the knee, and you do this. And then you put the foot again down where it was, front. Okay? And here we finish the combination. We do a change of weight in zero position, and then two side steps. One side step to the right, close feet, one side step to the left. This will be 2 ochos back of the woman. Yeah? And then change weight, and then pasada again. That's the whole combination. And you finish in the same direction that you started. Yeah? This direction. Okay? Let's go through it again. pasada, change of weight forward, 180 degrees pivot, go up, now flex, forward with left, 180 degrees pivot, change of weight in zero position, front with right. Then 270 degrees pivot, adornment, side step. Punteo back, front with right, 180 degrees pivot, change of weight in zero position, forward with right. 270 degrees pivot to the right, adornment, side step, cross back, bend both knees, weight on the right, front step, 180 degrees pivot to the right, collect the legs. Go low, go down again, front with right, 170 degrees, 270 degrees pivot to the right with adornment. Now, the second kind of adornment, you hit your bum with the heel and then front, change weight in zero position, side step to the right, side step to the left, change weight, bend the knee, and then pasada position again. Okay? I hope you could follow the whole thing. Now, what is the follower doing during the whole combination? Well, how do you keep track of her steps? It's not that difficult. Look, the first thing you need to do in order to make it easier for yourself to track her steps is to reduce her steps to just 3 elements. Yeah? 3 elements. One element is when the follower is doing her front step. Okay? The second element is when she's doing the side step, and the third element is when she's doing her back, side, and front step. Yeah? Back, side, front. These 3 steps, yeah? Back, side, front, we treat them as a unit, as one movement. Yeah? So we have 3. Front, side, or back, side, front. Okay? Now, every time the leader is doing a side step in the combination, every time we have a side step, the woman is always going front. She's always going to the front step. Yeah? And the direction of her front step is opposite of my side step. So if I use my left leg to go to the left with my side step, the woman is going towards my right. Okay? Now, every time you go front, yeah, you go front, she's either doing her side step or she's doing her back, side, front element. Yeah? So, when she does the side step, yeah, usually that's when we always have the 180 degrees pivot, change weight in zero position, and then front again with the same leg. Yeah? But when she's doing her back, side, front element, that's when we have the 270 degrees pivot with adornment and then the side step. Yeah? So it's all very logical. Yeah? So now I will go again through the whole combination, but this time I will say what the follower is doing. Yeah? So you will see how this method, how this system works in real life. Yeah? So we start on the pasada position, and at this point the woman is in front of me and she's doing an ocho forward with her right leg, and she's going to do a pasada over my foot. Yeah? Now she will go on her front step, she will do her front step towards my right side, and then that's when the whole Giro starts. So the woman is doing pasada, front step, side, yeah? And back, side, front. Okay? Now, side step and back, side, front. And side step, this is a sacada on her side step, back, side, front. And then side step in front of me, yeah? And here we break the Giro, because after her side step I change my weight in zero position, and then she does a back step, but this is a back ocho. because I follow her with a side step, and then I need a pivot, I need another back ocho, yeah? I go with her with a side step, and then I lead another pivot, but instead of being another ocho, what I do is, I lead the pivot, I change weight, I cut her back ocho, and it becomes a low bolero, because she comes back to return to my foot when I go into the pasada position, yeah? So at the end, now I'm the follower, yeah? I do the steps of the follower. So at the end, I do the side step, the leader comes front inside my side step, then he changes weight in zero position, and he does a side step with me, so I do an ocho back. And then he leads another ocho, so I do another ocho back, and that's his second side step. And then he leads another pivot, but then he cuts it with the change of weight in zero position, and then he brings me back to his pasada. Okay? Yes? I hope that was clear. Yeah? You can go again through this explanation and until you see it, until you get it. Yeah? So now we will practice the whole combination, first slowly, 8 times to the right, then to the left, and then 8 times quickly, fast, to the right and to the left. Yeah? So with the metronome. So as always, 58 BPM, 2 beats per bar, and we will do it slowly now. Yeah? We'll practice slowly. So focus on balance, on finding your axis, on moving your feet on the floor, clean, on remembering when are you supposed to go up or low. Yeah? Okay, so let's go. 1, punteo, cross, abdomen, side, side, change, pasada. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay, 8 times. Now we will do the same, but to the other side, yeah? To the left. So the weight is on the left leg, knees bent, and the right leg is in front of you, free and straight. Okay? So let's go, 8 times together. And 1, 2, cross back, adornment, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we will do it 8 times fast. That is in a realistic speed, the speed that you would use when dancing this for real. 8 times to each side. Yeah. So we put a subdivision here to help us be precise with the half times that we need. Yeah. Ta ta ta. Yeah. Okay. So we do it now to the right, so weight on the right foot, on the right leg, knee is bent, left leg is in front of you in pasada position. Yeah, we do it 8 times together. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 'Good. Now we do it 8 times to the left. So I will do it now in this position, this direction. Weight is on the left, right leg is in front of you. Free, without weight, for the pasada of the woman. Okay? Let's do it 8 times fast. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Good. So that was it. I hope you like this combination. It would be very useful when you are doing Giros and you want to try different ideas, different changes of weight, which leg does what, different adornments during the Giro. And one thing I wanted to tell you about speed, about doing things fast. Don't obsess with speed when you practice. Speed is something that dancers use to make things more exciting, yeah, more spectacular and more surprising because they happen fast. But when you're practicing, when you do things very fast, it will always take your technique down. Yeah? So I recommend that you focus on practicing slowly, yeah, with a slow tempo. And that will give you the opportunity to work deeply into the aspects that actually make your dance look good and clean. For example, your balance. Yeah, that when you're practicing something, you always find your axis, you always feel you have a good balance and that you are not wobbling or falling around. The direction of your steps, that you are precise with your directions, that you are using the right line for your steps and not some weird diagonal. For example, the pivots, that you finish the pivots, yeah, that you engage your middle, your hip, and you finish the pivot so that in the next step your feet don't look wrong, yeah, that they look right. And timing also, that when you change your weight, when you put the foot on the floor, it's not too early, it's not too late, it's right on the beat. And that needs control, that needs good balance, and that needs a lot of control. And that's why dancing fast is easier than dancing slow. Or better said, when you dance fast and you have problems and you have mistakes and your technique is not right, it's much easier to hide those mistakes. Because you're moving fast, that means that the next movement is coming right away. So if you had bad balance or your feet were not so good, then you can hide it because you are on the next step right away. There is no time to see the mistake. And that's why dancing slowly is much more challenging, because you have to spend more time on one foot, doing one movement. So if you have a problem with balance, with your feet, with your direction, and you're dancing slowly, it will be much clearer. It will be much easier to see the mistake. So that's why dancing slowly is more difficult than dancing fast, and also it gives you the opportunity to work really well on these basic aspects, okay? So really, I mean, I show you here the combination slowly and then fast in half time, and that's a big jump on speed. But I do it in this way because I want to show you the two extremes. But I recommend, and this is what I would do if I wasn't recording the class, but just working for myself, that first you do it slowly and you repeat it until the basic aspects of your technique are clean. And for that, recording yourself is a very good feedback. I recommend it as well. And then try to work on speed, because you have to, but work gradually in small increments. And that's why working with a metronome is very useful, because you can change the tempo in very small amounts. Yeah? So increase your tempo, do it again, make sure that your technique stays clean, and then increase the tempo a bit more. And if you hit a speed where you start having problems, where your pivots are not good or your balance is not good, then go lower again. Yeah, decrease the tempo, and then make sure that those basic aspects are clean, and then progress to a faster speed, but do it slowly, okay? So that's it. I hope you like the class. Practice a lot. Thank you for the people who are supporting the channel with donations, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye bye.